Hey, how's it going? Um, so I had something I kind of wanted to talk about today that sort of worried me about yesterday and for the future to come. Give me one sec. Um, and that is I had a seizure last night. Again, wasn't as bad as some of the ones in the past. Uh, but the fact that it happened at all is troubling. And I think it's more or less just like what happened to trigger it. I wasn't stressed or anything like that. I wasn't, thinking about any, stressful situations or anything. I was relatively chill. We were watching TV and we were gonna like flip on Psych and continue just kind of enjoying the night. and uh, Lily was kind of just digging through like this trunk kind of thing that we have, like ottoman. It has like a lid that comes off of it, uh, and like it was like leaned up next to it, like just leaned up against the box itself, but it didn't have enough weight to keep it like leaned up against it the way we had it. So it eventually started to kind of like slowly tip over, and I didn't notice it. She didn't notice it, and I was just like on my phone or whatever the hell I was doing, and it slammed into the ground so loud and so suddenly. Neither of us had expected it. It just sent me right into a seizure. Um, so yeah, that happened, and that kind of brings me into the part that concerns me the most. Is I'm gonna be working at a forge where there's going to be a lot of loud noises like this every once in a while. Well, frequently. Um, and things are gonna likely be unexpected noise, and I don't know what I can do about that, if anything. Unless I just want to live the rest of my life with earplugs in, but that doesn't sound fun. I don't know that that would help anyway, because I can still hear through most earplugs. So I'm still gonna stick with trying to, you know, keep with this job to hope that it comes through eventually. I haven't gotten a call yet or an email or anything. Kind of just waiting on that. Um, but if and when I do, then you can bet your ass I'm gonna pick up that phone and pretty much agree to whatever offer is given to me because it's a job at the moment, and my entire plan rests on the concrete foundation of having a job for at least long enough for me to execute my plan the way I need it to be. That being said, there will be a long period of time where I'm looking for jobs that are a little more predictable in terms of like loud, sudden noises. Um, I don't know if that's the case of what was going on at SpaceX. If maybe it wasn't stress, maybe it was just like like a form of like sensory overload or something, or Maybe it was stress and a compilation of other things as well. I don't know. Uh, I still know very little about what it is. Um, but yeah, I didn't feel too sensory overloaded yesterday. I mean, maybe a little bit, but that was, I don't know. I'd like to think that that was unrelated, but I have no idea. Um, it wasn't nearly as bad as it was in the past. Granted, the episode wasn't as bad as it could have been. It's been really bad in the past. Um, but yeah, I want to try to look around, see if I can find something that's a little more tame, perhaps. Something that's hopefully a little more local, because that would be nice as well. I think the uh, idea or stress behind being in a completely different city, 4 cities over from where I'm currently at, makes it a little difficult. I mean, back when I used to work down in fucking Hawthorne, it was a little easier because I'm only 1 city away. The hospital, well, the general hospital that we would get taken to for SpaceX or whatever. The closest one to them is one of the 2 major hospitals that is closest to my house. Granted, it's not exactly close to my house in general, but you know, it's what's available. um, but yeah, I really need to reevaluate my situation a little more. I think a little part of it was I was kind of wondering why I couldn't remember why I wasn't applying for a whole lot of things in terms of like positions that I already have qualifications for. And I think some part of me knew that that was kind of the reason, is that loud, sudden noises tend to set me off a little bit. I don't know why. I would blame PTSD. Uh, I mean, I've been told that I have it in the past. I mean, I've been diagnosed with it. I just, I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's really stupid. um, on a semi higher lighter note, though, Jesus, I can't English. I I actually finally reached one of my little milestones, like in personal business wise, uh, and I'm honestly happy about that. I can't talk too much about it because proprietary information and all that, but I'm happy about it. Essentially, to give as much detail as I can, I had to make a certain amount of sales before I'd reach a certain point, and yeah, I made that, and I even got like a text in the morning from my sponsors, friends. They're friends. Um, congratulating me because they have the ability to see like where I'm at in business or whatever, and I'm happy about it. Like I'm a little happy about it because that means I don't have to worry about meeting a certain financial milestone before I can start doing other bits and pieces of the business. I can just focus straight on what's being taught to me as opposed to thinking, oh, okay, I have to hold off on this for a little bit because I haven't reached this specific milestone or whatever. I'm already there, so now I don't have to worry about it. Not that it makes me happier. It always does make me a little happier as well to receive a text in the morning from friends. Just like wake up to like people just being happy for you. Because I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. I literally just saw a message from like the both of them because I have a group chat for me and both of them, and yeah, it was weird. It was funny because like I got the message from both of them through the group chat, but because like my phone's like little tiny bar, like when your phone is still closed and it shows you like all your little notifications, you kind of click on it. It'll give you like a preview of what they sent, but not everything. It was just congratulations, or like I'm so proud of you, or something like that. And I wasn't 100% sure what that was for, and I was just like, I was still just waking up, so I'm like, huh? Thanks, I guess. For what? So I opened it up, and yeah, it was just I guess them receiving the information a little after I did that I had reached said milestone. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that, and I'm sad that it took as long as it did. Because I mean, you would think it would be easier, maybe not. I don't know, to sell a certain amount and try to reach a certain financial milestone in terms of like business profit, but I'm just not good at it. I'm doing a little decent now, but hey, whatever. We figure things out through a process. I don't know what I mean by that at all. I'm just saying words at this point. Yeah. These past couple of days, though, I have been. I've been kind of just taking a little bit of a load off. Not putting in nearly as many applications as I was, though I should probably start doing that again here sometime soon because, like I said, the whole issue with the Forge thing and the sudden loud noises and whatnot. But yeah, I've been happy because I took a little bit of time to just enjoy myself, and I started like doing some modding and whatnot for a game on my computer, and I've actually been happy because I didn't think that my computer was strong enough to be able to run these certain things that I'm doing. Essentially, I'm modifying Minecraft, and I installed a pretty decently large one, and it's good. It runs a little slow, but it's still playable. It's fine. I'm happy about it. It's one of those things that I can do when I have a little bit of free time. Um, it's not like any good games are coming out in the next fucking few years, unless for some reason Beyond Good and Evil 2 happens to drop in the state that they say that it should. I don't see any good games coming out for a while. Maybe Pokemon, but it's gonna be a lot like other games, a lot like its other previous titles. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in the style of Arceus, where it's very like Breath of the Wildy, but you know, it was an interesting. I don't want to say gimmick. It was good. It was honestly one of my favorite Pokemon games. Weirdly enough, my second favorite probably would have to be uh, Pokemon Stadium for the 64. I loved that one so much, and I don't know why. It was your original, what, 121? I don't remember how many were in the original Pokemon. Um, but yeah, it was a lot of them. It wasn't a shitload like there are now, but it was a lot to keep it interesting. And you could like stack all your Pokemon or whatnot in however you want. You didn't have to play against anybody because I was lonely at the time and didn't have too many friends who were willing to play this game with me, especially considering at the time it was even considered dated. But it was a good game. They even had like fun little mini games that, weirdly enough, I think some of them went on to become shitty rip-offs of other apps or something. I don't know. Or other apps stole things from it, like phone games. Like, the fuck is that? That Magikarp game? The one where you tap it, it's like Flappy Bird? I don't know. But yeah, there was a lot of interesting uh, games. on that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent. um, but yeah, I've been having fun with this. Lily got super excited about it too because she actually watches a couple of YouTubers who play this specific mod, and she wouldn't really ever play it herself because she doesn't play survival Minecraft for any reason, let alone would she be able to play this intense, like, super survival type, which is understandable. You know, it's fine. I understand. I've, I mean, I'm struggling to have like a decent enough time with it. I mean, shit, I die every couple of seconds. It's like Dark Souls, but more difficult, weirdly enough. Um, but yeah, I'm having fun with it. It's been a decent way to de-stress a little bit. Um, oh, and another little thing. A third fact before I, call the video. I had a phone call with. She's not related to me, but I felt for the longest time that she was. I honestly thought she was a cousin of mine. I guess friend, Carly. I don't know. At this point, I'm still just gonna like refer to her as my cousin Carly because regardless of who she is, like relation wise. um, but yeah, I had a really long phone call with her the other day. Like 6 hours or more, I think. And yeah, we were just kind of catching up and whatnot. Sorry. Yeah, we were just kind of catching up and everything, and just going back and forth. I was, telling her about, my business, everything like that, and some of the things that it's done for me. I noticed that, she was hating her job, which a lot of people do. But she was specifically having a lot of like issue with her boss, and I was telling her like, hey, if it's something that you're interested in, I mean, this is an offer that I was given. Maybe it could help you out, sometime in the long run. I mean, you have already got the first step, which is having a job that you want to leave eventually. So this is just going to be a much faster route to it. So, and yeah, we ended up having just like a really long conversation. We went over a lot of stuff. Because she did come out here relatively recently, like a few years ago. But she came out with my sister, which I think kind of prevented a lot of our conversation when my sister was here, or when she was out here. Because I tend to be very reserved around my sister, for reasons. Uh, so I don't really think that we really got a whole lot of catching up time. We didn't really have to talk about like nearly as much as we did when I just made the phone call. So we were able to go over maybe 20 some years of life that has happened between when we used to hang out as kids and now. Because we're both 25. I think I've got 2 months on her, give or take, in terms of age. But yeah, it's interesting. Because I have one faint memory of her growing up, and that's not even a face or anything like that. It's us coloring on walls in a basement as kids. That's it. That is my only memory that I have of growing up with her. Past that, I don't remember shit. Yeah, I don't know. I lost a lot of, what I would imagine key memories from life, but I think that one stuck for some reason. Maybe because eventually in my life I would need it. But regardless, we spent a lot of time, trying to catch up and everything. And it was refreshing, But knowing that there was somebody out there that I can talk to, somebody knowing that they have somebody that they can talk to, it's nice. You know, I like to be the kind of person that somebody else can rely on in shitty situations. Because I've been through a lot of shitty situations, I have a decent amount of life experience when it comes to that. So yeah, um, yeah. I think, yeah, I think that's probably it for today. Um, I will say that for the past couple of weeks I've had this like annoying like coughing fit going on. Um, I don't know really what's causing it, but I should probably go off and get that checked out. So the only reason I mention it is because it really kept me up last night, and I don't know if you can tell my eyes are like extremely squinting and whatnot. I'm really tired, but my body told me it was time to wake up. So, well, less my body, more my cats being hungry. But yeah, I love them to death, but they're my little furry alarms, even if they're, you know, 4 hours late. It's okay. I should have actually set an alarm. Um, but yeah, if you like whatever it is I do, that I haven't quite figured out what it is I do, go ahead and hit a like. Subscribe to it if you want. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.